on some Fallout 4 gameplay and talking about a bit of Fallout 76. We're just going to continue on from when we started in the last live stream. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be talking a bit about the camp feature that is now released in Fallout 76. You know, like the buildings and settlements and stuff. So the camp feature, if you know, none of you really understand. We'll also be talking about a few of the new creatures within Fallout 76 and comparing them to new ones, old ones, what they look like, and things like that. This will not be a 2-hour broadcast like the last one, unfortunately, but just wanted to throw it in here anyway. So yeah, let's get started. Anyway, so we got the new camp feature. I forgot what the CAMP actually stands for, but essentially it enables you to be able to build anywhere within the map. That's how it's been explained.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed.
Other than having select settlements here and there around like they are in Fallout 4,
no question,
we have the camp design, so you can build yourself a house or whatever you want.
I'll kick their asses for you.
Thanks.
Wherever you want, really. So like you find a nice nifty spot within the forest, or you have a nice city spot. You know, it depends on where you really want to go. Me personally, I'd probably choose a nice, you know, sort of foresty bit. As you know, it's been seen, there are forests in Fallout 76, which to me seems pretty cool. Like, we don't really get much of that in the old. I don't think we get any of that in the old Fallouts, except for the Fallout 3 mission. I can't remember what the mission is called, but you know, you go into this area, and instead of seeing all dead trees, all the trees and plants are alive, and it's actually pretty cool. But now we're getting an entire, you know, forestation area in Fallout 76, and that seems pretty cool because, you know, we don't have to look at all this dead shit, essentially. Yeah, so I looked at a few, you know, YouTube videos and things like that, and I've seen that the building and essentially and all that stuff is seems like a lot higher quality. Obviously, like it's a new game, fans expect more, and Bethesda gives it. So we're looking at a fair bit of, you know, cool things to come with the camp feature. So yeah. Also, not to mention that there is also like with the camp building, you have the ability to build with your co-op friends, or you know, whoever you're playing with. It's a co-op experience. The game is generally a co-op experience. So of course they'd find a way to incorporate that into the new game. Which is, in my opinion, pretty cool as well. Like, because you could all just, you know, get together and build your own sort of big sort of like warehouse kind of thing. You've got your defenses again. Why is this gun so weak? You've got your defenses, you know, coming back. I reckon there'll be a lot more new stuff. Like, I reckon the turrets and things will be improved. It won't just be your oh, why did I drop that? Pick it up. So like, you won't just have your average turrets or whatever. Like, so I reckon I'll have a few extra ones, which will be pretty cool as well. I honestly don't have like the imagination to think of what they could be making different about all the defenses and things like that. Even with just the average building. The only time will tell us what they bring to the field, and hopefully it's what we all love. It's something new that keeps the traditional Fallout style to it. So yeah. Now let's move on to talking about some of the creatures in Fallout 76. A few of them seem pretty cool. One that I draw towards pretty closely is the new Mega Sloth. Now that was seen in the trailer, and at first a few people didn't exactly see what it was, or couldn't understand, bad word, but they just couldn't picture it properly. So it is a sloth, the Mega Sloth. You know, what else do you expect from like a foresty area that has been, you know, nuclear irradiated? Sloths are, in my opinion, I reckon they'll be a pretty hard opponent to come against, just because they do have physical strength and things like that. Do I have any? Yeah. So a big thing that people are seeing is the Mothman. I don't have much information on the Mothman, to be honest. It's still a bit of a mystery. Let's see what I can find on the internet, hey? The internet really gives me is that it's a winged beast. The Mothman's a winged beast with red piercing eyes, and it says that prey on people around the Point Pleasant area, which I'm assuming is a part of Fallout 76 map. God damn, I have bad accuracy. I find I've been used to most of the creatures in Fallout for a while now, like the Rad Scorpions. Each game does have their own sort of mix of creatures. So, like, as opposed to, you know, Fallout 3, 4, New Vegas, like, they generally do have the same, you know, creatures. Like, you know, you've got classic Deathclaws, you got your blowflies, you've got your Rad Scorpions and things like that. You know, they're bringing in a few different creatures in Fallout 76, which seems to be pretty cool. Something I saw was the Wendigo, which at first sight I thought it was just another look they were bringing out for the ghouls, but the Wendigo is, it's like it's not quite a ghoul. I don't know. It seems like another form of a nuclear irradiated human. It could be of an animal. It could be of anything, to be honest. Could be some sort of humanoid-looking animal. Or it could just be like a variant of the ghouls, where it's like you've got the glowing ones, you've got the feral ghouls, you've got you got a few variants. I can't think of them, to be honest, right now. But I think it'll be like another variant where it's just formed into this new sort of hideously gross being, and you know, it gives a bit of a different insight to what ghouls could be. Well, like, we all know what ghouls are, so it's not what they could be, but how they can you know, become more than just ghouls. They become these Wendigo creatures. Or Wendigo just could be like a term for them. You know, just a new term that they brought out for the girls. That's all it could be. We'll just have to wait and find out. Another one that we've seen is the Grafton Monster. The Grafton Monster is like this big bulky thing. Kind of seems like a gorilla in my opinion. I'm not sure, it could be a gorilla. I haven't done enough research into them to know that, and I'm not sure if they've even been... Speaking of ghouls, question, why did those ghouls wake up when I show up, but, you know, not when the raiders are here? I don't know. What's wrong with them? I don't suppose. No, I don't have vans yet, never mind. I want to get this mission over and done with because I want to start getting into some building. That's what I make building. Maybe I'll just skip the mission. So let's have a look on the Grafton Monster, hey? Alright. Grafton Monster is a gigantic hairless grey humanoid with a disproportionately huge upper torso and arms, stumpy legs, and enormous three-fingered fists. Its head is non-distinct, seemingly either tucked beneath the bulk of its shoulder muscles or completely non-existent. That's its biology. Oh, so it's a folklore monster of West Virginia. Okay. Maybe that's what a few of these new creatures are. They're just folklores of West Virginia that have been brought into the game, especially with the nuclear radiation affecting them too. They're obviously different to what the original folklores would be of West Virginia, but I've heard that most folklore, most lore that they've put into the Fallout 76 for the West Virginia folklore is based on real life folklore, which in my mind I find that pretty interesting as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Snallygaster, that one seems interesting. I haven't heard of the Snallygaster yet. I did see it in the trailer. So background, there's no background on it. Characteristics: it's a bipedal creature. When stationary, the Snallygaster will use two small protrusions on the back of its body to sit. It has two arms with 3 claws each, of which one being an opposable thumb. Along the way, it has no proper face. It has a mouth with a long tentacle-like tongue that smacks enemies at close range. It has been described as being a dragon-like demon that haunts an area outside of neighbouring DC. Oh, well, that's kind of weird, because like DC is like Washington DC is where Fallout 3 is set, and so you don't actually see any of those in Fallout 3. Obviously, it being an older game, they didn't think of it back then. Yeah, can't really judge. So something that is actually puzzling me is that the Super Mutants have returned. As you all know, the Super Mutants came along with the FEV, is it FEV? Pretty sure it's the FEV virus, and that was the FEV virus came a fair bit after Fallout 76's set date, which does confuse me a little bit. I'm not sure if a bit of the lore has been changed or anything. It could be, I couldn't answer you there at all. That's a Bethesda thing. So yeah, within the reptiles category of creatures so far enlisted in Fallout 76, it is still just the Deathclaw, alongside, you know, having the glowing Deathclaws and the diseased glowing Deathclaws and things like that, obviously. Yeah, so let's get in a bit of building, and you know, I'd like to hear from anyone who's watching what kind of building you like to do. If you like to build just, you know, traditional houses or scrap, like, I don't really put much effort into the things I build. That's sort of, I just do what suffices until I get into the long, when I've gotten high enough level into the long game where I've got a lot of resources that I can just, you know, throw away willy-nilly and create whatever I want. But for now, when, you know, I just want to keep a settlement live and going, I sort of just make what's acceptable. So so I'd like to hear you guys, what you guys do. If you guys have done any anything pretty cool, that'd be I don't know if you can post pictures in comments or comment section or anything of YouTube videos, but you know, just descriptions will do just fine. What your coolest or funnest you know, Fallout 4 creation has been or was, that'd be pretty cool to hear. You could get a few honorable mentions in my future videos. It's up to you guys. So anyway, let's get down. I'm a bit procrastinating at the moment. I actually don't have much to build with. Alright, let's go back to this building. Let's build upon this one. So I like to build personally, I like to build tall structures, things that just, you know, they go like a skyscraper essentially. So this, it obviously doesn't have a house roof because I want to build another flooring on the bottom, and make it into like into sorry, I'm still like not sure of my words. Turned it into like a big skyscraper thing where it just builds upon, like, you got one layer of you know, your houses and things, then you got like a second layer of defense. Why can I not place it anyway? Oh, so now you want to place. Oh, I just need to place you up there for now. So yeah, as I was saying, I build like have the second floor as like a defense sort of thing. My third level, I exchange like take everything that's from over here, like all the workbenches, armor, workbench, and you know, I like to sort of transfer everything onto like the third floor. So I got like my creative floor, and I make that fairly large. I extend it out a little bit so it looks a bit weird for a skyscraper, but that's just what I do. And the fourth floor, I kind of make it into like, I put a couple of the defense things around and make it like another defense tower. I don't know, I just like to stick to pretty much like stick to the theme of Fallout 76, not building like these big, you know, light shows and things, if you get what I mean. Like the using the I'm not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy in real life, so using terminals and things in this game, like in trying to figure everything out. It's a bit complex for me, a bit of a head mess, and I genuinely dislike having to think about things. I play games to play games. I'm not really into challenging type things, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure, put in the comments if you agree or disagree. I don't mind if you agree or disagree. That's everyone's opinion is valid. Fixer Upper, a new achievement. So for those of you who haven't watched yet, and didn't watch the first episode of my Fallout 76 hype live stream series, this is pretty much just talking about Fallout 76, playing a bit of Fallout 4, and it's a new account. I play Fallout 4 on my Xbox One. Generally, on my Xbox One, I put mods on and things like that. Nothing major, just a few like gun mods like M16s and AK-47s and stuff like that. On PlayStation, on this account though, I'm live streaming off of my PlayStation 4. I've got a legitimate account that I started from the very start, and wanted to build my level progression on Fallout 4 on my PlayStation 4 alongside the people watching, which I personally think is a cool idea. Oh, there we go, that works too. Maybe I put some floor under that. I can't, okay. So yeah, this account will pretty much just progress alongside having people watching, and no one will miss a beat on this account. So obviously you won't step in from the last episode of me being in Diamond City and finishing off in Diamond City, and then the next episode I'm in the Glowing Sea. Like, I won't be level 7 one episode and then level 31 the next. This account's all just for creating, all just for making the 76 hype. I'm very excited about it, and a lot of people are. I hope it comes out to be a very good game. If not, that'll be disappointing. It'll suck pretty bad if Fallout 76 doesn't meet the expectations. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the online gameplay and things like when it came to Elder Scrolls Online. I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't really get into it much. I played a bit here and there. I got it on my PlayStation, not my Xbox. And essentially, it's not a big thing. I like to have these games where you can just play by yourself. You don't have people talking in your ear. You don't have people talking in your ear all the time, like through party chat or whatever. You can just sort of sit back, relax, do your own thing, and yeah, blah blah blah. So last episode I did accidentally hit one of the guards of Diamond City, which kind of is annoying because I have to wait like 4 in-game days to go back to Diamond City and actually get into Diamond City, which is does my head in. But yeah, anyway, as I said earlier, this episode won't be as long as last episode was. Last episode was 2 hours long. Tonight I just personally don't have the physical strength or mental strength to go on for 2 hours. I am really tired at the moment. I wanted to get back to doing the live streams a couple of days ago, but I've been a bit busy doing stuff. Today I thought, well, I'm not going to miss another. Each night that goes by, the less success I expect to gain from trying to do this. I'm just a novice YouTuber. I wouldn't even call myself a YouTuber yet. Like, I want a fan base. I want no subscribers, but I want to push to make myself a YouTuber, make myself at least get a few subscribers. I'm not looking for millions or blah blah blah. Just looking for a few people that are excited to watch, some gameplay, and that's about it. Like, I'm not fussed about if you like it, so that's awesome. If you don't like it, if you don't like watching it, that's fine too. Like, if you like watching Fallout gameplay and talking and stuff, but don't like the way I do it, tell me. I'm always looking for improvement, looking for the viewers' advice. So yeah. Anyway, I might cut this episode short in a couple minutes. And probably get back onto it in the next few days, if not tomorrow or the next, hopefully. I don't want to leave this video short or anything, but I'm gonna have to, just because I feel like I just can't do it at the moment, unfortunately. Sorry guys. I hope to see a different ghoul behaviour too in Fallout 76. I do really like the ghoul behaviour in Fallout 4, but it was also different to the ghoul behaviour in Fallout 3. In my opinion, Fallout 3, I personally thought was like the ghouls were rather slow in a way, if that makes sense. While the ghouls in this one, they're like super fast. They just run straight at you, which is pretty cool as well. Like, it's realistic. They're zombies essentially. Well, they're not, but they act like zombies, which I love zombies. Also, speaking of zombies, Black Ops 4 is on its way too. I know this isn't the spot to post for Black Ops 4, but for anyone who's interested, I will be live streaming as soon as Black Ops 4 comes out and is available, or when the beta comes out. I should be straight onto that. I should be straight onto live streaming some zombies, some multiplayer, and some Blackout, which is the Battle Royale. I love Battle Royales, I love Fortnite, I love PUBG. Yeah, I think it's a new and there's a lot of room for improvement for Battle Royales, and a thing that I would find really cool is like a Fallout Battle Royale. I think that's pretty cool, where you've got like Fallout type weapons, you've got you've got some of the Fallout creatures within the map that you've got to survive too, instead of just having player against player. Introduce, like, you've got players as well as creatures, and the creatures will have loot that you can loot like as well. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts on that. If a Fallout Battle Royale game seems pretty cool to you, it seems cool to me. I wish there was a Fallout Battle Royale mod. That'd be pretty cool too. But like, obviously that's pretty hard put into a mod like this, the multiplayer ability within
Guys, please. You don't have to do
a
this.
single
No,
player
it's
game.
quiet. You're annoying me, Sin.
Who are these guys?
Don't come any closer, friend.
Why?
This doesn't concern you.
Please, help! They're going to kill me!
Shut up!
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
Fat chance. This synth has been watching us for weeks, knows everything about us. We let this thing go. How long before it comes back with its Institute buddies to put us down? Why the hell would we risk that?
Alright.
You need to let him go. Think about it. If he meant to hurt you, wouldn't he have done it already?
I would never do that. You're my friends.
They got a point, Fred. He's had all the chances in the world to harm us. Maybe we should just let him go.
All right. But if I ever see you again, I'm putting one right between your eyes.
I'm still gonna kill you all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I like to just kill everyone when this sort of situation. That way, I wasn't right nor wrong.
Thank you so much.
Not hiding this time.
You get back here, boy. You're dying too. Oh, that was a mistake. I kind of hit the tree. I meant to get in between it, but I didn't. Obviously, that sucked. Anyway, guys, I think I'll conclude my broadcast there. Shut it down early, and I'll be seeing you guys another time. Thank you very much. Catch you later.